a couple of minutes on it, and that's Pulsechain.
Thank you.
Let's move on to Pulsechain. So
Sure.
I think for those of you who don't know what it is, you're forking Ethereum in its
it's already forked.
It's already forked.
You can go play.
When are we getting a Pulsechain launch? When can we expect Pulsechain to launch?
You like gaming? The best game on the blockchain right now is called the Pulsechain testnet. You got a copy of all your coins sitting over there that you can trade back and forth, put them in liquidity, lock them up, do whatever you want with them, trade them for other coins. It's all free, literally free. So you go to pulsechain.com, all your coins are sitting there as long as you had coins on the Ethereum network, say 8 or 9 months ago. Now, why isn't it in mainnet yet? Because my developers are too good. And whereas my A team of developers thought we were ready to go to market, my B team, or backwards, they looked at it and said, no, we got to fix this. We got to fix that. We got to fix this. It turns out the blockchain software sucks, all of it. And when you dig into it and you start reading the error logs, everything has a lot of problems. So for instance, Ethereum just had a huge problem where everyone that would shut off their node would get a corrupt database. Oops, oopsie. And then you look at things like Polygon and you're like, oh, look, Polygon's got validators they can't get rid of. Oh, that sucks. And then you look at BSC and you're like, there's so many bugs and errors and problems with Ethereum itself and other forks of Ethereum that my devs aren't comfortable with releasing unless they're fixed. And so, it's like we have to just wait until it's done. So the test network's fine now. It's fun now, but we're not going to have the same problems everyone else has because we're putting more diligence into fixing them. And just how
many people are working on it right now?
I've got like 14 devs now, but you have to understand, like when you bring on a new dev, it takes them months before they can start being useful because this stuff is very complicated. I mean, the whole Geth team that all of Ethereum operates on has 5 guys, 5 total. So all those other developers in Ethereum are just actually putting extra load on those guys. And they're being crushed with even more extra load because of the Ethereum 2 merge stuff. And so other teams that are trying to implement alternative clients, such as Aragon, are cutting a lot of corners and having to do a lot of things they probably don't want to do to try and rush stuff to get ready for the merge because everyone wants this merge. Now, here's what people don't understand about the merge. You will not get cheaper fees. You will not get extra capacity. You will not get faster blocks. All you will get
is proof of stake and reduced emissions on Ethereum. Yes. Ethereum will become deflationary. I think we know that. I don't want to go too much into the merge.
Most people don't know that.
With 14 people working on this, are we talking another month? Are we talking another 3 months?
Bro, every estimate I've ever given has been wrong, and I don't think that will ever change. It's like when they're done with it, they're done with it. They don't know how long it takes. I don't know how long it takes, but eventually it will be done. I will die on this hill. Like Pulsechain will launch. Like I care greatly about it. It's software, man. Everyone's software has always been late. Everybody across every industry. When's the last time you heard about on-time software?
No, I must say, I don't think you're right. Cardano has never been late.
You're gonna get so much shit for this. You're gonna get so much shit for this, man.
Yeah. I mean, I want Pulse to launch more than anyone. I really do.
Yeah, of course you do, because obviously, like, first it was supposed to be like beating Ethereum to proof of stake. It was supposed to be the one that was going to beat it to market, but it's not beating it to market. That's only 12 days away.
You have to understand. See, that's misleading. Mm-hmm. If it were reducing fees, I would care more. If it were giving you free coins, I would care more, because those are our 2 claims to fame. What do people want? They want lower fees on the ETH main chain. We're going to help that happen by building out extra supply. They want free coins. We're giving out free coins. People care about free coins and lower fees. All that other stuff, they don't really care about that much. I guess unless you're a miner and you're being put out of business.
Let's go through the list of the things that you said. Okay, so proof of stake, obviously they're already doing that. That's fine. Proof of
They're trying to.
Sure. Now you have other
It could fail at launch, man.
Right.
Do you think, Jordy, before you go on, Rich, what do you think? Do you think Ethereum merge that happens in 2 weeks' time, smooth or problems?
Brother, I know too much. I know too much about software to make any type of secure statement about that. Software is hell, and I really don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just want to finish up on this Pulsechain thing, because obviously, this thing is being hyped, and you sacrifice. You have these amazing words. You're sacrificing for the good of, all these loaded terms. I mean, and that's cool. But ultimately, what it was supposed to be.
Surely we know the sacrificing is just a way to get around. Regulation, because if you say that you're investing, then it becomes an investment contract. But if you say that you're sacrificing, it's not. Surely, I mean, we know that. We're all smart enough to know that, right?
Yeah, these are romantic words. I love them. I mean, the marketing is great. I have no problem with marketing. But let's just look at what we're doing. We're doing an Ethereum fork, which, theoretically, if there were no other Ethereum forks, there was just one Ethereum, and you're the only one that's ever done a fork, you know, we have seen that these things, you know, they do always get 10% of the original. Like we saw that with Sushi Swap, with Uniswap. There is some value to fork. But how many forks do we have? You know, we have BSC.
We've never seen a fork like this.
Well,
the difference is including state.
Right? We haven't seen it, right? Okay, we have. Well,
we can go use it. You can use a testnet now, but
we're about to get
bridge money into it.
We're about to get at least one just-in-sun proof of work fork, possibly more proof of work forks. They will keep state, so you will get more tokens exactly the same as you have. You'll get a USDC token that no longer has $1 backing it because Circle will not let you get $1 for it, but you will just get a USDC token on some other chain.
Right.
All right.
Any comments on Pulsechain before I move on to the last topic? I have a topic that I really want to speak to Richard about. Any more thoughts on Pulsechain?
My last word on Pulsechain, like it was a good idea maybe, but it's been way too slow to the market. It's too late now. There's nothing new going on. Proof of stake, it's already happening. Forks that keep state exactly as it is. So we're going to have a lot of forks out there that are keeping state. That's nothing new. There's really like nothing, you know, okay. Low fees. I mean, come on. How many alternative, we have L2s, Polygon, Avalanche. How many like places have low fees? That's not new either. There's nothing new. There's just nothing.
I think it's going to change everything. I think it's really going to change everything. I think it's going to lower the Ethereum fees. I think it's going to take a lot of Ethereum users off of Ethereum and put them on Pulsechain, because really all anyone cares about is the ticker and some place to trade it that has liquidity. That's all they care about. And so you're going to have the same code someplace else. And, you know, there's this Pulsex system that's got an incentive token that rewards people to bridge over their ERC20s to pair them with their PRC20 counterparts. And if you know anything about providing liquidity, your enemy is illiquid. Your enemy is impermanent loss. And so if you have two things that are literally the same code, literally the same ticker, you're less likely to have the price move in crazy amounts versus each other, I think. We'll see. And then you'll have less impermanent loss. And then it could be like the world's best yield farming thing, because you've never had less impermanent loss, because it's not like coin versus dollar or coin versus ETH or coin versus Bitcoin. It's coin versus itself.
Richard Hart here, and my brand new Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black that I paid 700,000 euros for, wearing my $1 million Daytona Rainbow. Look at that. How beautiful. Look at that gradient. Look at how perfect the gradient is. Also wearing my $1 million Bulgari Serpenti set here. This is what actually well-made, amazing, flawless jewelry looks like. Yeah, check it out. There you go. Like that? Yeah. It's pretty beautiful, huh? Yep. Yeah. I figured flex videos are way cooler when you're wearing $2 million of jewelry. I count the $1 million Rolex as jewelry. And a 700,000 euro brand new Rolls Royce. Dead baller. You just got balled on, boy. You're nothing compared to me. Bring me your girl, dog. Let me get it.
This guy's like some crypto investor, or I think he might have either he created Hex, which is a cryptocurrency, or he is the largest holder of Hex. I don't know, but his name is Richard Hart. Complete 1000% goofy, dumb ass clown. Maybe one of the biggest clowns in history. And I understand some people put certain things on their page. They put, oh, top 10 this or top this, but that's fine. I get it. It's rare you see somebody that puts, I own 10 million in watches, I own this in cars, and I own that. Like, why, bro?
What's up, everybody? Richard Hart here. You're not going to believe this. Some broke pleb only has $100 million net worth, not even cash, right? Starts to come at the king and says stupid things like, hey, the most expensive Rolex ever made is the GMT Ice. And you're like, one, I own that. Two, it's not the most expensive made because the Sky Dweller Ice costs more. Apparently there's only 3 in the world, and I've got one of them. Drake's got one of them. He's got it in his video. Not exactly sure who's got the third one. Full diamond bracelet, full diamond everything. And so one, he says the most expensive Rolex is the GMT Ice. It's not. I own both. He's stupid and he's wrong. Two, he says that the Ferrari SF90, of which I have a better spec than the one he ordered. I've got full carbon everything, 1,000 horsepower Ferrari, carbon rear tray, carbon front tray, carbon splitter, carbon center console, carbon rims, carbon everything. He said that is slower than the 765 LT. Oh, it's not. The SF90 beats the 765 LT almost every single time. You just have to get a bad launch. That's the joy of having 4-wheel drive. That's the joy of having 1,000 horsepower. Like, yes, you should win. The 4-wheel drive 1,000 horsepower car should beat the 765 rear wheel horsepower car, which is probably what the 765 LT would get if you dynoed it. Probably get 765 rear. The Ferrari has I don't know why there's a time limit on this stupid phone, but there is. Anyway, so he doesn't understand that the SF90 is faster than the 765 LT. He doesn't understand that the SF90 is faster than the McLaren Senna in the quarter mile. He gets all these things wrong. He doesn't understand what the most expensive Rolex ever made was, which I own both of them. I have the Sky Dweller Ice and I have the GMT Ice. He doesn't understand. Everything he says is wrong. He says that the diamonds inside Rolexes are internal flawless D. No, they're internal flawless like DEF. And I can tell you that I can see the difference in the diamonds between my Sky Dweller Ice and my GMT Ice. So let's keep a running total of everything this dum-dum's got wrong so far. 1, he thinks I'm not good with the ladies. That's hilarious, dog. Bring your girl to me. I'll show her what a real man does. 2, he doesn't know what the SF90 is faster than, even though I guess he's buying one. Well, I've already bought one. I've already run out the track. I've already beat it. I've already done everything you can do to it on the track. Done burnouts in it. Whatever you're talking about, I already did it. It's all on video, okay? So go to thehighestofstakes.com. You can watch some of the preview videos because the documentary about me and my life is done. They're slapping the 40-piece orchestra soundtrack on it now. Anyway, so he doesn't know that the SF9 is faster than 765. He doesn't know that it's faster than the Senna. He doesn't know what the most expensive Rolex in the world is. He doesn't know that I own both of the 2 most expensive Rolexes ever sold from the factory. Right? Like if you like buying old crap that's small 36 millimeter trash that you're overpaying for, you can go buy old 36 millimeter Rolex Daytonas for a lot more, like Paul Newman's, etc. I have no interest in those. I like the big ones. Yeah, I'm not overpaying for someone else's like numismatic value. Like I like sparkles, I like new stuff. You know, I'd rather get a bunch of stuff that I'm going to wear out, and I do wear my watches out. I don't think you'll be seeing Paul Newman's watch on anybody's wrist anytime soon. Anyway, so what else does this guy get wrong? He gets everything wrong.